Before sharing a file with others, it's important to fix errors and delete private company or personal information. In this lesson, you'll modify document properties, and you'll inspect and remove unwanted data. Let's get started. In Step 1, I'll click the File tab, and over here on the right, I'll click the Properties button, and I'll click Show Document Panel. The Document Properties panel opens, showing the presentation file's title, and over here, its location. Document properties, also known as metadata, can include the author's name, the subject matter, title, who last saved the file, and when the file was created. In Step 2, I'll enter some descriptive data for this file. This data provides detailed information that you can use to identify and organize the presentation file. Information such as these keywords can be used as search criteria to locate the file at a later time. And now I'll click the panel's Close button. If you share a presentation with others, especially over the internet, it's a good idea to inspect the file first using the Document Inspector. The Document Inspector looks for hidden data and personal information that's stored in the file or in the document properties. So in Step 3, I'll click the File tab again. I'll click the Check for Issues button. I'll click Inspect Document. And in this Alert dialog, I'll click Yes to save the document. After a moment, the Document Inspector dialog box opens. The inspector searches the file for 7 different types of information that we might want to remove before sharing the file. So in Step 4, I'll make sure all the checkboxes have check marks, and then I'll click Inspect. The presentation file is reviewed, and as you can see, the inspector found items having to do with document properties, which we just entered. We'll leave the document properties alone, but in Step 5, to delete the presentation notes, I'll click this Remove All button, and then I'll click Close. Now in Step 6, we want to make sure that no further changes can be made to the presentation. So I'll click the File tab, I'll click the Protect Presentation button, and I'll click Mark as Final. This alert dialog tells us that the presentation will be marked as final. So I'll click OK, and in Step 7, this message indicates that this is the final version of the document, meaning it can't be edited or modified. So I'll click OK, and as you can see, the ribbon has been replaced by this information alert box. And up in the title bar, the document is now identified as read-only. A read-only file is one that can't be edited or modified. To test this, I'll click the Home tab, and I'll click in the title text object and start typing. But nothing happens. We still want to be able to work on the presentation though, so in Step 8, I'll click the Edit Anyway button. The ribbon becomes active again, and the file can be modified. Finally, I'll save our changes. To try these steps yourself, and for some helpful tips, and to learn how to digitally sign a presentation, turn to page PowerPoint 86 in your book.